if this game ends up going the distance here, simply because... Welcome back. Spawning in the bottom left position, representing Team Liquid.net and the current holder of the title of the Hot Seat Champion. Ladies and gents, it's Buddy. He's squaring off against one of the more unpredictable Protosses in Europe, although that said, he did play Wellmu last week. This player is playing from Germany and represents Planetkey Dynamics. Extremely strong player and leads Bunny in their head-to-heads. Can he pull another one off today, or will Buddy get his first series victory on the scoreboard? It's Planetkey Dynamics GunGFuBanDa. Alright, so Bunny, I mean, we don't want to read too much into this right now, guys, because at the end of the day, it's only 2 games in. But Bunny did get into a position where actually he felt comfortable doing his normal thing, and he managed to win that game. And of course, as soon as he got thrown off, a la the early game proxy that we saw in game number 1, he went down pretty hard to that. But he wasn't admittedly going for his normal Reaper build. He did go for gas first there. So that could have been a build order intelligent decision from GunGFuBanDa there to go for that specifically on the first map. Specifically on Varney Research Station. I don't know. But if that was the case, it was an absolutely fantastic move, and it did earn him basically the game victory there. So now we're going into game 2. Bunny going with more of the same. We should be seeing a Reaper come out very, very quickly. And of course, on this map, there's actually not that much cliff space to cover, but you do have a little bit by the ice and destructible debris in the back of the base as well. So a couple more open routes to discover in the mid-game for the armies as well, but also gives just a little bit extra room for a Reaper to wiggle around. The SCV Scout's going to come in, and guys, actually, I understand that this is a little bit of anti-Reaper kind of Sim City here, but just note that they're close enough to the edge that I wonder if units on the ground might come back and haunt GunGFuBanDa later because these buildings are snipeable from the lower ground. It's probably nothing. We probably won't see anything of the sort in this game, but it is something to note in case it goes long and something like that happens. Because you imagine you have a couple of siege tanks here, for example. I mean, goodness, if you have siege tanks at the bottom of your ramp at the natural, maybe you've just lost anyway, but they can reach this. Or maybe a drop coming in and then with vision from the medevac taking out the cybernetics core, for example. Not unheard of. So, Bunny is going to delay this Nexus 4 as long as possible. Unfortunately, that's also going to entail killing off the probe with the Reaper. And Bunny not playing fair. They're trying to cheat and say, hang on a second, this probe beat your SCV. It should be allowed to live. Well, actually, I have other ideas. And Bunny at the moment doing an almost great job of surrounding the Reaper. It's going to have to move out, though. And the Stalker, maybe impeded by his own Sin City just a little bit here, is not going to be able to get its hands. Hands? Stalkers don't have hands. It's not going to be able to get its little mind control crystal and its spider-like feet, I suppose, on that Reaper right now. We are going to see it heal back up to full health over here. So no problems at all from Bunny's point of view. The Reaper does live to scout another day, and the natural expansion is almost complete for our Team Liquid player as well. This is going to be the interesting thing, though. So let's go ahead. Oh, let's try again. Let's go ahead and follow the Oracle, ladies and gents. GunGFuBanDa putting down that Stargate in the bottom side of his base. Nice and sneaky, comfortably out of scan range, by the way. You can see just the aspect ratio, if you like, of this base is so long. It's really difficult for a scan to actually spot it properly. And here comes the Oracle. Almost certainly will get 2 kills in the natural on the way out. He's moving into the main base, picks off the SCV building the starport. That's pretty nice. Widow Mine is actually going to be chilling out there as well. Both SCVs in the natural get taken down. That's 3 SCVs for free so far. And is there going to be a Widow Mine hit? No, it doesn't look like it. He's kind of chilling out inside the mineral line right now. I was waiting for the Widow Mine hit, maybe in some sort of troll location, but it doesn't look like that happened. As a direct result, we have 4 kills for no losses from that Oracle. A very, very happy result for our Protoss player. And GunGFuBanDa as well is going to be saturating up his natural expansion right about now. And he's actually following this up with a Void Ray. So this makes me think there's a big possibility that we could see a 2-base all-in from a Planetkey Dynamics player here. We have a double mine drop coming out, currently leaving the main base for Liquid Bunny, so switching up the strategy once again. We haven't had any mine drops yet this series. And here comes the Oracle. Well, against this many Marines, I think the Oracle is, nope, not a good idea at all. Void Ray coming out for GunGFuBanDa now. Is he going to continue to critter out more of them? Yes, there is another Void Ray. And now he doesn't have much gas. So what are the units he's going to be defending with? Well, he's got 2 sentries and a stalker. Ideally, he needs like at least 2 more stalkers. But here we go. Widowmine's going to be burrowing in the natural expansion. Looks like every single unit is going to be pulling back. A Zealot actually will be sacrificed there. And so will a probe for the second hit on the Widowmine. Now, I don't think there's going to be any observers out just yet. Because there's no robotics bay, facility even. And we're going to have to rely on Envision from these Oracles in order to spot these Widow Mines. So that's ever so slightly awkward. Oh, even moving back because of the cooldown there. That's really awkward there. And it looks like, there we go. Another probe is going to bite the dust here. And, yep, let's go ahead and, well, do we have enough energy? We don't even have enough energy, so that's what we're waiting for. There we go, Envision. I see all of the units, and that will get killed as well. But in the meantime, Bunny knows that he's been waiting for energy. So have you got more energy for this, ladies and gentlemen? The Widow Mine is going to burrow. A lot of the probes are lining up, and it looks like it is, once again, just the one. But the Envision will be able to assist with this, I believe. And the Widow Mine just kind of chilling out there. We do need the gateway units to pick it off. There we go. We have them now. 2 Void Rays. I think they were also seen from Bunny as well. So let's see what his reaction is going to be. Bunny continuing to favor this Marine tank style back at home. He's building a second bunker as well. Maybe a little bit spooked. Sort of wondering what the aggression is going to be from GunGFuBanDa. Seeing the initial 2 Oracles. And perhaps the Void Rays really just kind of tipped him over the edge there. A third bunker not quite able to go down at the moment. Desperately trying to kill off the SCV building it. But a second one is ready and waiting for Bunny. The current number of workers killed. 10-7. A fairly dynamic game so far. We're going to see an attempted bust up here. Now, kindly note, there are no SCVs surrounding these bunkers at the moment. There's only 1 Marine in each. Just kind of patiently waiting to see at what point it will be best. Well, the 2 Vikings certainly add a very interesting dynamic to this, because at the end of the day, the Vikings will end up ruling the sky. The Void Rays have to come so much closer to within space of the Marines actually killing them off that it could be extremely difficult for them to participate in this battle. Twilight Council getting started behind this as well. A little bit later, I would say, than we had before. We've also got a Forge coming along. Just the one for now. The back rocks have been taken out, by the way, and Bunny has full bunkers there. And let's see if we're going to end up seeing the ones inside the natural. Well, this is actually really good. I mean, just being able to spot through Revelation these Vikings means that GunGFuBanDa can have a reasonably good idea in which bunkers the armies are in. Obviously, if the Vikings spot them going this way, he's just going to fill up these bunkers and wait all day, every day. If the Vikings spot the army going around, then they're going to be going into the main base instead. For now, though, we have a warping of Zealots. It looks like they just might be to tank, and that this army is just going to be straight up going in, and here we go. Alright, 1 Zealot immediately gets picked off. I don't think he counted on the 2 tanks being there as backup, and GunGFuBanDa is going to have to be moving back. But, what have we got as far as his base? Well, you know, he's chrono boosting out those upgrades. That's fantastic. Neither player really has any at the moment, and in fact, that upgrade will just come a lot before our opponent here in Bunny. And oh, this might be the breakthrough he needed, actually. These Oracles doing so much work. Yes, there were Vikings there, but not before so many workers get killed. 33-47. That's huge. Up to 21 workers killed versus 10 now. That was very good for Liquid Bunny. I mean, it could be better, because don't forget, he did lose 2 Oracles for the privilege there, but he has done very well for himself so far. And GunGFuBanDa actually feeling really comfortable here. He's going for the Templar Archives and saying, look, I don't actually think you're being aggressive in any way, shape, or form. So, how about I just be completely fine defensively? And you know what? Why not? A collection of 5 Marines here are going to go down thanks to this group of Stalkers there. It also means it becomes a little bit more difficult to spot for drops as well. Bunny really wants to get those drops through, but he can't while those Stalkers are there. It's just very, very dangerous. Medevacs just get sniped left, right, and center. Oh, I don't know about this engagement. There's just so much DPS in this army. We really need Colossi with it, or maybe even Storm. I would like to see that with this army pusher. There's only the 1 siege tank in front, so he's going to be moving back to be joined by his friends. Well, here we go. Storm's only just started researching, by the way. It is not going to be a factor in this particular fight. These Stalkers are just... they're dying so quickly. We need to see a combination of meat shields and just a lot of damage. So I want to see that AoE damage. I want to see loads of Colossi or loads of Storms. And I definitely want to see Zealots to soak up the damage in the front as well. GunGFuBanDa does admittedly have an upgrade advantage at the moment. It is 1-0. Bunny now, he's unloading into the main base. He's smelling blood. He's thinking, right, if I go aggressive here, I should be able to make something work from this. And he sneaks towards the mineral line. We also have siege tanks sort of moving out here to try and spot units as they move up the ramp, which is an excellent choice, by the way. These Marines are starting to dwindle in number, but they were nowhere close to the full size, unfortunately, of the army that was bearing down on GunGFuBanDa. And one of the Void Rays goes out, a second one goes down as well. And unfortunately, this situation is looking really, really tough for GunGFuBanDa right now. He's behind 30 supply. Okay, Protoss, you might be saying, okay, they're allowed to be behind Terran. Yes, but they're behind because they're losing so many units, and a lot of these really powerful gas-heavy units like the Void Rays are just disappearing off the edge of the map, and that's not good for GunGFuBanDa. So let's see how well this does. There we go. There's the stim. And we are going... ooh, nice Storm. But unfortunately, he's able to move out of it reasonably quickly thanks to those tactics. Forcing as well the Nexus Cannon out from GunGFuBanDa. Is this going to be enough to win in the game? I really don't think so. With that extra set of warp ins, I believe GunGFuBanDa should just about be okay. But here comes another engagement. The tank is going to go down as well. And we have, wow, the Immortal going down too. I actually thought GunGFuBanDa with the Nexus Cannon should be able to hold this. But right now, Bunny is absolutely tearing it up. He's not waiting at all. These medevacs doing a superb job. GG! And Liquid Bunny, ladies and gentlemen, is going to win game number 3. And as a result, take a 2-1 lead after losing the first game of the Hot Seat Week 11.